Hello folks, welcome back. In this video we are going to be letting you guys know which nano tank I decided to go for and giving you a quick show of the tank, a little bit of a show round of what I've changed on it, what products we're going to be using, etc, etc. I try and keep the video as quick as I can, but I tend to ramble on, so apologies if you don't like long videos, but yeah, I try and keep it as short and sweet as I can. So deciding on a nano tank. If you've been following from the very start my videos on my channel, you would have seen, obviously, quite some years ago, I did a Fluval M40 nano tank. Brilliant tank, really liked it. I wanted the same sort of thing, same sort of size, sort of, sub 100 litres. Didn't want a sump, an in-cabinet sump, wanted a rear sump. So really your choices for nano tanks you haven't got a great big choice of them. So I didn't want to do another M40, been there, done that. I wanted something a little bit more special, and to be honest, it wasn't a hard decision. It was a case of, within an evening I decided definitely what I'm going to be going for and what I could do with that tank. So let's get the camera off the tripod and let you guys know what we're in for. A lot of you will guess what I've gone for, but anyway, here goes. Bear me 2 secs. So there you go. Quite an obvious choice for me. Never really looked at the smaller tanks in the Red Sea range. Always concentrated on the bigger stuff, sort of the reef of 250 and upwards. But obviously when I was looking for nanos, one of my first port of calls was to go on the Red Sea site and have a look to see what they do, sort of sub reef for 170, and obviously they do this, the Red Sea Max Nano, which is a 75 litre reef system with a rear sump filtration system. It comes with AI Prime HD, which is completely alien to me. Not used to Aqua Illuminations reef lighting. As you know, I've always had Kessel, always loved the shimmer from Kessel, and the growth I've had before with really good results. But this system comes with an AI, so I'm going to roll with that. So it's a new experience for me, going online and changing its settings and schedules and stuff. Really haven't delved into it much, but that would be an exciting thing to do. But yeah, this is it. The Red Sea Max Nano just looks awesome. It's got 8mm ultra clear glass. It's probably, if you're going to get a nano tank below 100 litres, you're probably not going to better it, to be honest. The build quality is really, really good. As with all their stuff, I just think I can do a really good job of this. Packet full of SPS, and yeah, it should look stunning. So basically what I've done so far is, obviously it's filled up with RODI water, and we have our salt level up to 35 parts per thousand using Red Sea's Coral Pro salt. I'm just going to try and replicate exactly what I've done before with the M40, the Fluval M40 and the Red Sea Reef for 250. Just stick to the method I know, using all of Red Sea's reef care program, all their foundation supplements and whatnot. Had massive results, really good success previously with using that method, the Red Sea's reef care program. So let's replicate that again, and we're going to do it sort of step by step, every video we do, and showing you how we get on with everything. So changes wise to the system, just quickly show you. So it's just going to be a brief overview of the tank. I'm not going to go into massive detail. I want to keep this video quite short, and so we're already 5 minutes in because I'm rambling. But basically behind this screen you have your rear sump, which hides all the unsightly stuff. So starting in the corner, we have a massive overflow there, which is really good for surface skimming. It's sort of like over, well, I'd say at least half of the back of the tank, so it really surface skims the water. Lovely. And it comes down into this first reception chamber. Underneath this sponge you have a filter sock, built-in filter sock chamber, and you get the 225 micron mesh bag, which I've actually upgraded to the 100 micron. It's nice, you've got a choice. It then goes into a huge chamber where the skimmer is located. It's a Red Sea skimmer. Don't know how good it's going to be. It's, you know, their track record I think are quite good. It's still bedding in. But underneath that skimmer we have a huge chamber underneath, loads of space, which I've packed it full of. I think I've got 1.5 kilograms of Biohome Ultimate Marine. Had really good success with Biohome media. So yeah, we've got 1.5 kilograms in there, which is above the rated amount that they recommend to achieve a full cycle. And then it moves into the last chamber, where you have your auto top off water chamber, and you can fit your heater and your return pump. These are the last chamber as well. The return pump is I think it's 950 litres an hour. I think it's a CJ pump. Heat wise, you don't get a heater with the system. You get the skimmer and you obviously get the lighting. You don't get a heating system, and I just, every single tank I run the tried and tested temperature controller. D&D are making these now. They're just so reliable, and it's coupled up to a 100-watt titanium heat bar. So no messing with the heating really. Just put one of those on, and you can it's sort of set and forget really. They're so reliable. Return nozzle, the one you get with it is just like an eyeball swivel. I decided to put this high door spin stream on it just to circulate the flow. What's good about it, as you can see, I've got to mess about with it, but as it's spinning round, you'll notice that when it starts flowing at the top, it pushes the water over the surface and over to this side of the tank, and any debris sitting on the surface or surface scum just gets sucked down the overflow. So that was a good little upgrade on it. So all we've got in here is sand. What sand we went for is Red Sea's live sand. I'm a stickler for Red Sea. I think their hardware's such good quality and all their products are brilliant. So just stick with everything Red Sea, I think. So yeah, it's Red Sea's live sand. It's the Reef Pink, the slightly larger grain size. Originally I've had in here the Ocean White, which is the same live sand that my son's using on his Fluvo Evo. That's the nicest sand. It's so fine, powdery fine and pure white. I used that also with my Fluval M40. The trouble is this tank is going to be full out SPS, and as you know, SPS corals like big flow, and when we put the wave machine on, it definitely kicked up, and I thought that's going to be a problem. So we switched it out for this Reef Pink, which is the larger grain size, and which is much better. It doesn't kick up and create a sandstorm. So a wave pump wise, this is a newbie for me as well. Never had tonsy stuff before. You usually go the Jabo wave pumps, the cheap. I found them very reliable, but I thought let's go for something a little bit more quality on this tank. So we've gone for a Tonsy. I think it's a 60/40, which is about, I think it's 4,500 litres an hour. Loads of controllability with the controller. Again, it's not on yet to fiddle about with all the settings on that. Very small little power head wave pump, real strong magnet. You can angle the flow anywhere. So yeah, that was that. So moving on to products. So as you know, we're using Coral Pro to start it off. Probably will move on to the blue bucket once we see what sort of level the tank's using down with its elements of calcium alkalinity. But initially I always start tanks off with Coral Pro just to get that elevated level and see how we go with the water changes and see what the levels drop by. But once we get into a sort of set pattern of testing, probably move to the blue bucket, which is slightly lower levels of calcium alkalinity. That's the live sand, live reef base, reef pink. Let's say temperature controller we've gone through, and that's the wave machine, and this is the high door rotating. They call it a rotating water deflector. I called it a spin stream. There you go. Okay, so moving on, we've got obviously all of Red Sea's test kits and dosing solutions, Reef Foundation, ABCD on the ALK, magnesium, and obviously calcium. There's the 100 micron filter bag, which I intend to use. We're not going to do a big bio load on the system, so hopefully we can maintain using them bags. They're really long as well, and they're so easy to clean. You can whip them out and you can get it cleaned out in the sink within a minute, and then rinse through the RO and back in the tank again, all in under a couple of minutes. So I'm hoping to use the 100 micron one to get some real fine polishing of the water. And this is what we're going to use to cycle the system. I'm also going to use this on my son's Fluval Evo tank. It's Red Sea's Reef Mature kit. So basically they reckon it's a sort of 21-day cycle jobby, introducing sort of live bacteria and stuff in. Yeah, so we'll see how we get on with that. That's a newbie for me. Say I usually cycle my tanks with Dr. Tim's, obviously, and do the livestock straight in sort of thing, or I do a natural cycle. But this will be interesting to do this. I thought I'd give it a go. It seems we're doing everything Red Sea. Yeah. So the next stage is rock. We've got our rock. That's all in the box there. We're going to be putting that in the next few days, and then we can get the cycle going. So that's it, folks. I'm going to wrap the video. I'll quickly show you inside the cabinet. Nice little cabinet. Again, more Red Sea stuff. So we've got a trace colours, ABCD, Opox. We're also going to run a little bit of Red Sea's Reef Spec Carbon, and some, obviously once we've got coral in there, some Coral Nutrition A and B. Good little cabinet. Just starting to do the electrics, getting them in bit neat and that, all labelled up. What's nice is I can put a little dosing system on here if we have to end up going down that road, which no doubt we will. But yeah, so far really impressed. I just want to mention that a lot of people, I have said before, I've had a few comments that say, "Oh, you must be sponsored by Red Sea, or you must have some sort of deal going." This is the honest truth, folks. I really haven't. I just do like Red Sea. I love their products. Their hardware is of such good quality. Their products are really good, and they've been in the game a long time. So proof's in the pudding. I've always used their stuff and had good results. So there's quite a few new products we're going to be using from them guys on this tank, and like I say, I'm under no sponsorship deal with him, no contract. I can say what I like. If the product doesn't work, or I'm not happy with it, I will say about it. It's a case of I do like their stuff, and why not just run everything with the same company? Obviously I've got a good relationship with Red Sea, but by all means, you know, it's far from me doing videos for them under any freebie deal or anything like that. That's just simply not the case. So I will give an honest opinion on everything. Okay, so that's about it really, folks. I'm going to wrap it up. See, any comments you've got, chuck them in the box below. So we're all still learning this hobby. I'm still learning stuff. You know, different comments people throw in on my videos. I do read all the comments, and you know, I do learn stuff as well. Saying a lot of you guys will learn a lot from this video series. So hit that like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. And in the next video, I will show you the tank with the rock in and getting the cycle going. Thanks for watching, folks, and I'll catch you in the next one.